In 2021, a study published in the journal Science by researchers at Duke University tracked more than 6,400 people over several decades and discovered something extremely alarming. After the age of 60, your body starts losing its ability to burn calories at a noticeable rate at roughly 0.7% every single year. That might not sound like much, but if you are 65 years old and still eating the exact same way you did at 45, your body is actually storing more fat every single day, even though you do not feel like you are eating any more than before. And the worst part is that fat is not sitting just under your skin. It is buried deep inside your belly, wrapping itself around your liver, your heart, and your kidneys. This type of fat is called visceral fat, and it is quietly multiplying your risk of diabetes, stroke, and heart disease many times over. So, the million-dollar question is this. To get rid of that dangerous belly fat after 60, do you need to change what you eat? Do you need to exercise more? Or do you need both? The answer is going to surprise a lot of you, and I am going to explain everything clearly in today's video. Part 1. How fat burning works after 60. Before we talk about eating or exercising, I want you to understand the most fundamental thing first, which is that your body after 60 burns fat in a completely different way than it did when you were younger. And the main reason is not that you have become lazier or less motivated. It is that your body is gradually losing muscle mass year after year. This matters far more than you might think, because muscle is what helps your body burn calories even when you are sitting still or sleeping. Every single pound of muscle in your body burns around 6 to 10 calories per day just to maintain itself, while fat only burns about 2 calories a day. According to data from Harvard Health, after the age of 60, older adults lose an average of 1 to 2 pounds of muscle per year if nothing is done to preserve it. Add that up over 10 years and you could lose as much as 15 or 20 pounds of muscle, and at that point the number of calories your body burns each day drops significantly compared to before. The result is that leftover calories that do not get burned off get stored by your body as fat, and the belly is where older adults tend to store the most. That is why so many people over 60 wonder why their belly keeps growing even though they are not eating any more than before. The problem is not how much you are eating. The problem is that your body is burning less than it used to and you do not even feel it happening. And to solve that problem, you need to clearly understand two key things, which are diet and exercise, what role each one plays, and which one matters more. Part 2. How diet affects belly fat after 60. Now let's talk about food. And I want to be completely straightforward right away. After 60, your diet is your most powerful tool for losing belly fat. Not because I want you to starve yourself or suffer, but because this is simple biological truth. When you eat fewer calories than your body needs, your body has to pull energy from its stored reserves, and those stored reserves are the fat inside you. But the problem is that many people over 60 are eating the wrong way without even knowing it. They think they are already eating less, but what they are actually eating is mostly the kind of food that makes their body store fat even faster. So what are the things you need to pay the most attention to in your diet? Number 1 is sugar and refined white carbohydrates. White bread, white rice, pasta, pastries, soda. These are things that cause your blood sugar to spike fast and then crash fast. And every time that happens, your body releases insulin to push that sugar into storage, and that storage is belly fat. After 60, your body processes sugar much less efficiently than when you were young, so these foods are doubly harmful. Number 2 is protein. And this is something you actually need to eat more of, not less. Protein helps build and preserve muscle mass. And as I mentioned, muscle is what keeps your body burning fat. When you eat enough protein, your body does a much better job of holding on to muscle even while you are losing weight. For people over 60, a good target is around 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, which is roughly 3 to 4 ounces of chicken, salmon, or eggs. Number 3 is fiber and healthy fats. Leafy greens, avocado, fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, nuts like almonds or walnuts. These are things that keep you fuller for longer, stabilize your blood sugar, and reduce inflammation in your body, because visceral fat itself is one of the main drivers of that internal inflammation. And one more important thing I want to add is that you do not need to eat so little that you feel hungry all the time. Instead of thinking about cutting calories in a harsh and aggressive way, think about swapping. Swap white bread for whole grain bread. Swap soda for water or unsweetened tea. Swap a bag of chips for a small handful of mixed nuts. Small changes like these, done consistently, will create a big difference over time, and you will not feel like you are suffering at all. Part 3. How exercise affects belly fat after 60. All right, so what about exercise? A lot of people over 60 think they need to run themselves into the ground or do heavy gym workouts to lose belly fat. That is actually not the case, and I want you to listen to this carefully. A meta-analysis from the University of British Columbia in 2022 looked at more than 40 randomized controlled trials involving over 2,100 participants and found that aerobic exercise, even at a moderate intensity, can reduce visceral fat by around 6%, even when participants made no changes to their diet. This is really significant because it shows that physical movement has a specific and direct impact on the dangerous fat deep inside your belly, not just burning calories in general. So what types of exercise are best suited for people over 60? There are two main groups you need to focus on. The first group is aerobic exercise, also called cardio. This includes activities like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, or even gardening at a moderate pace. The ideal target is around 150 minutes per week, which works out to about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That might sound like a lot, but you can actually break it into 3 10-minute sessions per day and still get the same benefit. The second group is strength training, also called resistance training. And this is the group that most people over 60 tend to skip, but it is absolutely critical. As I said, muscle is what keeps your body burning fat. When you do resistance training, you are not only burning calories during the workout, you are also increasing the number of calories your body burns for the next 24 to 48 hours afterward. You do not need heavy weights or a gym membership. Simply using resistance bands, water bottles, or your own body weight through movements like chair squats, wall push-ups, or leg raises, done around 2 to 3 times per week, is already very effective. The most important thing about exercise after 60 is not intensity. It is consistency. 20 minutes every single day for 6 months will get you far better results than pushing yourself hard for 1 week and then stopping because you are too sore or too exhausted. Part 4. Diet versus exercise. The real key to losing belly fat. And now we come to the part I know you have been waiting for. Which one actually matters more, eating or exercising? I will give you a straight answer right now. Diet plays the leading role, but exercise is something you absolutely cannot skip if you want results that last, and a body that is genuinely healthy, not just thinner. Let me explain why. A study from the University of Washington Medical Center in 2020 compared 2 groups of older adults over 60. Group 1 only changed their diet. Group 2 combined both diet and exercise. Both groups lost belly fat, but the group that did both lost significantly more, and more importantly, they preserved far more of their muscle mass. That means after the program ended, their bodies continued burning calories more efficiently, and they had much less risk of gaining the fat back. This is the key point. If you only diet without exercising, you will lose weight, but you will also lose muscle at the same time, and that makes your body burn even less energy going forward, making it easier to regain the weight. But if you only exercise without adjusting what you eat, you will put in a lot of effort burning calories, but see very slow results. Because it is extremely hard to burn off everything you eat through exercise alone. So the smartest approach for anyone over 60 is to use diet as the foundation, as the thing that creates real change in how many calories come in and how much fat gets stored, while exercise is what helps you preserve muscle, keeps your metabolism from slowing down further, and directly targets that dangerous visceral fat deep inside your belly. When these two work together, that is when your body truly starts changing in the direction you want. Belly fat after 60 is not a life sentence. It is a signal your body is sending you to say that it is time to make a few small changes. And once you truly understand how your own body works, those changes will no longer feel hard or stressful. You came here and took the time to watch this entire video, and that already tells me you care about your health. And that is the most important first step of all. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about so they can also learn how to protect themselves from the dangers of belly fat. Hit the like button so this video can reach more people who need it, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep meeting each other in the next health tips to come. I am Dr. Saul Whitman, and I will see you in the next video.